to see now Siyata Rishmaya, Maseches Demai, Daf Lamed. Yemi boy Kumreb Zeira, Make Peroisov. It says in the Mishnah, very interesting din, that Tanakama says, Hamafket Peroisov, Eitz Lakuti, Eitz Lamoritz, Cheskosam, Eitz La'akum Ke Peroisov. If you give your payers to a goy, it's not a suffix, maybe the goy exchanged it. It's 100% for sure that the goy exchanged it, and you have to be ma'aseh b'toyres vadai. Demai. So what is he saying? Tanakama. Poit tevel bar mokum acher. I understand the Chacham made such a gezeira that the goy is chashud of exchanging, but is that 100% sure, and that you have to be choshish for that? So the Gemara answers on that, yes. Amalei lechol de yeva v'loi yos have b'chanina matzah kovel acher. I don't know where this belongs here, but he's saying that it's not. He was right by. It was not right for him to go against Rav Acher. This seems to be from a different sugya. So I'm going to make it in parentheses, because we don't know where this goes on. Okay, now we'll go. So now it's interesting, this sugya is going so far that we understand Tanakama so well that if you mafked eitzel goy keperoisov, it's 100% that the goy exchanged it. And Rabbi Shimon says, no, it's not 100%. So on that we say, Rabbi Shimon said that it's only the Mai, it's only if you give him one kuppah. He says, no. Tanakama, Rabbi Shimon also agrees that it should be vadai. Only if you give one basket, they understand it's the Mai. But if you give him two baskets, then we understand that the goy gave him back probably one of it. In other words, at most you can say that the goy returned one basket. If you give him two, then one of them for sure he gave back his own stuff. Then we say, okay, one of them he gave you back the right one, the other one he gave back his own. Even if Shimon would agree to that it's 100% that we assume that the goy gave you his own stuff. So if they're both existing, okay, then we say one is vadai. But if one is eaten, so it's talking, let's say he got back two baskets. So, okay, so we say one of them, you have to assume it's vadai. But if one is eaten up, you can say, okay, the one that's left over is the mai. Not the many may or the may on bas achas. So 100 people gave. They all can assume, because since it's only one basket, each one gave one basket. They got back one basket, so it's the mai. Nas l'adam echad kvaneli is the mai. After adam echad lokach meya hanoshim kol hakupos kvar hutri v'idei hayichidim. So there's 100 goyim, and then they all gave their basket. Again, there's not lememenu meya b'nei adam meya sa'am v'bas achas. Each one gave for the goy, so you say he got back one basket. One basket, we say, according to Rabbi Shimon, is not 100%. Could be he gave you back your own. Let's say all these 100 people decided to buy off. So kvar hutru. It has already din the mai, because when the 100 people got it back, it was only the mai, because they each one only got back one basket. Not so many adam echad kama sama basa achas. Yerushalmi Demai, Yerushalmi Vadai. That's what we had in the Mishnah. If one person took from the goy, not from the menu means from the goy. I'm going to write down a goy. This is a case where opposite story happened. One person took 100, and we say on that you can only assume according to Shimon one is the Mai, the rest are Vadai. Yerushalmi Demai, Yerushalmi Vadai. No, that's way too late. Rabbi Glick, too late. V'tanim Shem Shimon Shem Tafin also pays Yisrael Zeh Kefes Akim Zeh Demai. It says such a language that this Yid that gave for a goy, we say it's the Mai. That's Rav Shimon's statement that we don't say it's 100%. Only means he gave one basket. Then if he gave more than one, Rav Shimon agrees it's Vadai. It's a pasuk in Parshas Chukas. So this is an interesting halacha that one Torah can be matar so many tameim, but I found a similarity in the Chachamim Stakon also. Chachamim afile kule akim Yisrael echad matal soichay demai. Adam shetor echad matal kam tameim. Kishem she Yisrael echad matal soich oitz God l'shel tevel. Matar es kulei v'avrak demai. Chanam mator echad matal kam tameim. Interesting dinyan, but that's a dinyan. Just like there we see such a concept that if there's a oitzer kulei goy Yisrael echad matal soichay tetanina eitzel nachke bereisa ma blad chacham shem shitzer meir. So our mission says eitzel nachke bereisa, right? It's not a Shem. Tanakama says it's vadai. When a blad chacham shem divre meir machme be oitzer anel spila fila mechtzi Yisrael mechtzi nachem vadai. So which chacham is that? Blad says chacham oimrem v'chachomim they hold by the oitzer also that no, it's vadai. Chachomim mamish af chachom the oitzer yavnu moedem the machmiren b'mafkit peiroisov. Oh, what's a pshat? So even the chachomim by oitzer shel yavnu, they say it's a problem, it's vadai, but mafkit peiroisov is worse. Mafkit peiroisov chachomim mamish. Even the chachomim mamish means not chachom that shit is remeir. Even the chachomim mamish that are mekel there are mekel. The chachom there's the yamna moedem the machmirim b'mafkit peiroisov. Chachom itzel yavna. Chachom itzel yavna. So the ayre achachom. When come my time, like the seven, I know Emlechan. Kashatis didn't want to tell them the secret. That's a secret to know that Manazeh Rabbanan didn't want to be Megala. So that's why they're so makel by Itishal Yavna. So even the Chachomim Mamish means even the Chachomim that are makel by Itishal Yavna, Moedet our Mishnah, that Kibbutz Sof. You have to be Machmer Mamish Tevel Vadai. Shmuel Abba Boya, Nichal Taharas Le Omelohim, Neged Taharas, Lemaisis Le Omelohim, Neged Godshin Omelohim. So the story was that they asked him a question, Boyan Kume, my time. He didn't want to tell them what. Rabbi Yochanan didn't want to say. Why didn't he want to say? Taharis, he didn't want to answer them. He didn't want people to be makel with Taharis. Lamaisers, Negeder, the Kodesh and Omalayim. What was his problem? Anyway, no Kodeshim. Why did Rabbi Yochanan care? Okay, so this is three things. We don't know the three things. It doesn't say the three things. It's Rabbi Yochanan, the one that's talking here. So he's saying so going back to our Reb Shimon here, we have so many sugyas on this, but this is a new member on the sugya, that even this Reb Shimon, we had already that he says the Mai. So far we had very strongly that the idea it should be Vadai. That's what we had here. We say even Shimon is Mai for more than one cup. So we're very strongly to the idea that should be Kaparais Vadai. And then he says not the opposite. He says it's only Ma'alocha. It's only Ma'alocha. I'm sorry. Reb Shimon that says the Mai is also agreeing that you have to be mafresh everything. You have to be mafresh everything. Don't think that Reb Shimon is mekel here. In this case, mafked. Even by one kuppah, he's not mekel. He also says you have to separate everything. You have to be choishish, more than choishish that the goy exchanged it. So what is the difference? So what? They're both saying the same thing. My answer is ma b'nein. Shimon oime mafresh neitel dom menashevet. Chayav la'afresh truma imutel u'machre le'koyen. Rabban oime mafresh ve'en neitel dom menashevet. Very interesting. So the Chachamim are machme even more. They say you have to separate truma. It's for sure. Everybody agrees it's vadai, as a din of vadai. The question is if you can take money from the shevet, if you can sell the truma. The Reb Shimon says yes, I agree that you have to take off truma, but you can sell it. So fragt die Gemara, eines der viele Chumschutz aus einer, Chiefshe she Rabbana Yachmiru mit Mafked, Yoyse mit Trumas Chutzla, it's also viele Vadei, Shao little man Shevet. The loch is by you know to take money from a shevet. So why can you be so machme here? We say it's Vadai, fine, Vadai, but why can't you take Dom a shevet according to Rabbanon? Dilma ikat tivle shel akim samaris. At the beginning of the video, Shimon Yeshkin ma'aser the bottom of ma'aser. On that, alei Rabbi Yochanan, alei on that Rabbi Yirmiyah, alei on that statement. Rabbi Yirmiyah v'chiyam Shem Yochanan moed Rabbi Shimon shema'afish reis ma'alocha. Man dome ein kinyan chayav la'afish m'peyes akim ve'in lo et adam l'ashevet. So on that he says. Moed Reb Shimon, that Reb Shimon agrees, yesh kinyan, but he has to separate. He has to separate. And Adam ein kinyan, he cannot take Doma men hashevet. This whole statement was meant on a kinyan aknaf kia. On that sugya, we could say, okay, maybe you can take Doma men hashevet, but not in such a case where you gave stuff for the goy and you're scared he gave it back and you say such a thing. No, it makes no sense. You're not able to take dom. So Elamai, what is the machlekes here? Machlekes must be that according to Reb Shimon you don't have to separate, and according to Chum you do have to separate. That's it. You can't go more than that. According to Chum you have to separate. That's it. You can't go more than that. Anoisen lepindokis, ma'aser she noisen lo v'shi noitel mena. You're worried that she exchanged it. She is choshed to exchange stuff. You give it for the hotel. Okay, she exchanged it, but I'm not going to give you back. And before I give it to you, I'm not going to take off Meiser because you might be a Rasha. I don't have to worry for that. To Karen Ravai, the Sugyets and brought down in Bava Kama. Shein Zoch La'afish, Oivre Drachem. It says there that people that are over Avera, they take off, and I don't need to make paid anything. La Taylor Rosh Hashanah. Stop Yesi Yodash Bag Bag Yodash Yesi Yodash Bag Shein Lachon Lamam. I understand if Yesi agrees to that for sure. That even he holds in a case when I give it for the hotel, I don't have to worry that she's going to be over. I don't have to worry for a simple gazlan. That's different. It's not. That's already, maybe here he would say you do have to be worried, even though she's not have no issues to exchange it. I do have to worry. But in a case where you stam a gazlan, I don't have to worry at all. Now we go to not pendokis. For your mother-in-law to bake something. That's why she's chashud. On such a thing, she's chashud. To give her the mai. So you cannot give over for Yichamoisai. You have to give whatever you give her to make, and whatever she returns, you have to take off. I'll die to the Yehuda. If you do Omer, Noisach HaMoisai, can I see Pandakis? V'habanan Omer, Noisach HaMoisai, can I see Neshchentoi? So according to Chachomim, after the Maisa, that of Yehuda, because the Mishnah starts here, Omer of Yehuda, but it's really or maybe it means Kadmaisa means Anois the Pendokis. One Omer Noisach HaMoisai can Nois Neshchentoi. Because the Tanya Nois Neshchentoi pas Levzoi Tav Shlazol Eno Chosh Lem Shemshuyaz Lem Shemaisa Emsa Mesh Nosl L'Soi V'Tav Amitan so he says, after Maisa, I'll die to the Rabbi Yehuda. It's only according to Rabbi Yehuda. I think it means Pendokis. Pendokis also goes like Rabbi Yehuda. One Omar Noisan Chamoisoi can Noisan Neshchentoi. Not sure if it means Kadmaisa or means Kadmaisa. Noisan 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 with Konas Bito Iboisha Mechasnu. Means only Rabbi Yehuda is talking. Only Rabbi Yehuda. Kol Mishnah Allah. It means only this Mishnah. Kol Mishnah. Call Mishnah, so call Allah Chavav. When are you choishish? You're not so close yet. There's no difference by any chashuda. So here, when you're talking about chashuda, you're also chashuda in both cases. Interesting. You say dumya, any chashuda, it doesn't matter when. Who then chashuda is in both cases. Okay, this is we finished the third parak. It's lamed. We did now lamed aleph and lamed beis. Lamed Aleph and Lamed Beis.